COVID-19 has badly hit the PSU shipbuilder Cochin Shipyard. Now, due to the lockdown, the company's execution suffered in the June quarter, and lack of the availability of labor and other execution issues also resulted in a huge loss of revenue. Well, despite that, the company has made it to our ideas for profit today. Let's see what works in its favor. First up, the Q1 earnings fine print. Now, the execution suffered in certain projects, particularly the ship repairing operations, and the company's operations were actually completely shut down for about 25 days in a row during the lockdown. Now, the company reported a steep 55% drop in its total revenue in the quarter ended June 2020. Now, among the other segments, ship repair business also suffered the most, reporting 88% year-on-year drop, and that was led by a lack of workforce and the availability of labor force. Now, this also had its impact on the overall profitability of the company. Now, the company was not even able to recover the fixed as well as the other operating costs here. EBITDA margin slipped by a sharp 1410 basis points to 5.1% during Q1. Further, flat interest costs, depreciation and decline in the other income had a huge impact on the net profits as well, which actually dropped by a whopping 65% on a year-on-year basis. Now, going forward, the second quarter of the current fiscal year is expected to be better, and business should stabilize in the subsequent quarters going forward. Now, in terms of growth visibility, the company is sitting on an order book of close to 14,000 crore rupees, which is about 5 times its shipbuilding business revenue. Now, moreover, it is expecting order inflows to improve and order inflow opportunities to the tune of 12,000 to 15,000 crore rupees for the next generation missile vessels, offshore patrol vessels, and other multi-purpose vessels as well. Now, while the revenue could bounce, we are cautious about the margins, particularly due to the weakness in the ship repair business. Now, we do not see significant decline in the revenues going forward, but definitely margins could be much lower than what the company is really expecting right now or is penning down right now. Now, the fiscal year 2022 could be a big year for the company, considering that much of the delayed projects and execution would be shifted to the next year, and thus provide the company a big boost to the revenue and margins due to the advantage of scale. Now, the company has also guided flat growth in revenue this year and margins to remain in the vicinity of say 19 to 20%, which is about 100 basis points lower than the fiscal year 2020 EBITDA margins. Now, the stock has also corrected from a 52-week high of 491 rupees and in fact hit a low of 209 rupees in March, and then bounced back to the current levels of say about 340 rupees per share. Now, based on the FY22 estimated earnings, it is currently trading at 7 times, and this is quite good considering the strong margins to remain in the vicinity of 19 to 20%, which is 100 basis points lower than the FY20 EBITDA margins as said earlier. Now, the stock has corrected from say this kind of a high level and has already come down by a sharp margin, but then again we have seen a bounce back as well. But based on the kind of estimates that we have on the FY22 levels, it is still trading at very considerable and good valuations currently. Also, let's talk about the improving revenue visibility, zero debt, strong cash in the books, as well as the dividend yield, which is close to 5%. So investors could therefore look at accumulating this stock for the long term.